Hi, it's Faith, and welcome back to the fourth module of 5 steps to launching a profitable online business. And step number 4 is what we've called networking, but we're also calling selling. And don't run away, stay put. The truth is, most people don't like that word sales, selling, salesperson, because we always attribute it to something that's sleazy and uncomfortable, and we just want to hurry up and get it over with, right? But understand this, in your business, if you don't make sales, guess what? You guessed it. Yes, exactly. You have a hobby. It's not a business. And what we want is a profitable business, and that requires selling. That requires sales. So what we'd like to do in this particular module is get a different way of looking at sales and seeing how profitable sales can actually be to you and your business. All right, so let's change a few things when it comes to the mindset of selling. The best sales ever is the sales that doesn't feel like a sale. It feels like a divine exchange. And what is that exchange? That exchange is you solving someone's problem and them being able to see that you can solve their problem, so they give you money in exchange for a solution. The divine exchange in business. Let me say it again. The divine exchange is you having a solution to someone's problem. When that person sees that you have the solution, they hand over their money to get your solution, and now that is the divine exchange. Did you feel that? You should feel lighter. It should make you feel much better about sales. And also know this, every component that we've talked about thus far is sales. It's a part of it, especially, I think I've said this in 2 modules now, copywriting. That's the text that you find on your website, on your emails, in your internet marketing, and all of that great stuff. Because the copy is a text form of literally what you would say if that person was standing face to face with you. Sales is also a great way to communicate in a better and audible way what it is that you are offering and how you can solve the person's problem. So let's look at 3 different ways of looking at selling, or reframing selling, so that way it'll be more comfortable for you. And then we'll also get into some ways to actually sell. Number 1 way to reframe selling is to look at it as a win-win situation, because it is. That's why we call it the divine exchange. When someone gives you their money, it's not that they lost anything. They actually gained the solution to their problem. And that's how you have to see it. Your knowledge, your expertise, your ability, talent, skill, whatever it is that you're selling and you're offering to your audience, is what you have accumulated and acquired over the course of time, years, investment, honing. And that alone is worth the dollar amount that you put next to your product and your service. Know this, if you have something to offer me and it took you 5, 10, 15 years to figure it out, and now I don't have to spend 5, 10, 15 years, I just spend my money, watch the course, take the class, visit you, sit down with you for an hour or so, or even if it took me 24 hours, it's so worth it. I don't have to spend years of my life trying to figure out something that you spent years of your life finding out. That is a win-win situation. And when you look at it that way, that will really help you to sell, to promote, and to market your business. As a matter of fact, number 2 is very powerful. See it as you doing the world a disservice. If you signed up for a free Vonza account, or even if you've upgraded to a paid Vonza account, One of the things that we share with you is that we're proud and we're excited that you signed up to use the platform of Vonza to run your online business. But also too, we know that what you're doing with the platform is offering yourself, your knowledge, expertise to the world. You're giving the world what the world was lacking: your service, your product, what you know how to do, what you've overcome, the gift that's inside of you, the world has been waiting for. And that's why we say what we say in those welcome videos and those welcome emails, because we understand that your business is you serving the world. And when you don't serve the world, you do the world a disservice. So understand this, and let's bridge it together. By selling, you are doing the world a favor. You are helping the world. You are officially contributing to the world being better. Why? Because the product and the service that you have to offer is something that the world needs. Now, because you're doing your part in being an entrepreneur, there's not a deficit. Sales is a great way to make sure that there's no longer a deficit in your knowledge and expertise. Number 3, selling is a natural part of life. Did you realize that since the time you could possibly work, you had a resume? And what was the purpose of that resume? The purpose of that resume was for you to sell you to whoever it was that you wanted to hire you. Yes, you may not have thought about it that way, but that's exactly what you were doing. You were basically pitching yourself to your potential boss, the potential company that was going to hire you, to help them see why you would be the better candidate than everyone else. Business is the same way. There's other people who may do what you do. They may have what you offer, but they can never do it the way you do it. And so in your copy and your marketing and your website and your landing pages and all of those great things, what you're doing is serving the world by being you. It's natural. It's actually what the course of life is. That resume was you selling. Take that same momentum, take that same vigor, and apply it to your business. Show the world why what you have to offer and the way you offer it will benefit them the most. And number 4, selling is an act of service. As we kind of dabbled into before, and one of the key values of Vonza is contribution, adding value, making someone else's life easier, better. The reason why we even founded Vonza was because we wanted to make having an online business easier, better, simple, profitable. So you're in one place instead of being all over the place. Did you see that? I was just sharing with you the act of service that we were providing. You being on the platform is an act of service to help you make your life easier, run your business, spend time with your kids, your spouse, put your time into things that you really, really love, serve your clients in a professional, accurate, simple way through the platform of Vonza. Of course, you using your website and the landing pages, the webinar services and the email marketing, all that stuff put in one place so that you can be very concise and not be all over the place is an act of service. Now, the next step is for you to offer what you have to offer, and that will be an act of service to your clients. Do you see how this is a natural progression? Do you see how this is really life? Sales never goes away. And so it really behooves us to adopt it, to work through it, and to embrace it. Now, here's a couple of tips that you can use to make your sales smooth and not sleazy. Number 1, be natural. How do you be natural? You literally talk about your product or your service the same way that you would talk to your friends about something else. Do you know that the majority of the things that I own and have purchased have been through a referral, have been through, watch this, my friend selling me on what she has or he has that I liked. A referral is usually a friend to a friend, a trusted person to another trusted person. And so as a business owner, you have to be convinced that what you have to offer can really, truly help someone. And so when you see that you're giving out a service that can change someone's life, you can't be quiet. You have to tell people about it, right? The same way that I just told you the whole purpose behind Vonza. It was convincing because it's true. And it wasn't salesy. I'm literally passionate, excited, rejuvenated about Vonza because of the great potential that it has to change your life. The same way that you do this about your company, your business, your product, your service. Now it goes from being sleazy, like something you're forcing upon someone, to rather something that's smooth, natural, easy, because you know how beneficial it will be to someone. Number 2, play it cool. Now that may sound cliche, but it's really true. Play it cool. Definitely show that you know what you're talking about. You know what the product and service can do for that particular person. It doesn't matter if your service or product can help him, her, them, and she. But can it help the person that you're talking to? Can it solve the problem that they have? When it can, and you can accurately and succinctly communicate this with, of course, energy and excitement, it's not a sale. It's a divine exchange. And number 3, don't sell the product, sell the story. People really don't care about products. That's the truth. But they love the story behind a product. They love a personality behind a product. They love, again, storytelling. What's the story behind your business? What's the story behind your product or service? Why do you have the expertise that you have? How did you start? What type of beginnings did you come from? Everyone has a story, including you and your business. Share that story and then make sure that that story involves the person that you're talking to. The very reason why we started Vonza was because my husband and I were online entrepreneurs, but we were really getting run down with all the different platforms that you have to use to run a profitable business. And then with all the different platforms, they all have to sync up and talk to each other and communicate so that you can really serve the clients. We realized we were spending so much time on all the different platforms and not enough time on serving our clients. And we said, something's got to give. How come no one's ever thought about having an all-in-one platform to run an online business? What about having all these different platforms in one? Synchronized, syncopated, speaking to each other, making it simple and easy to run our business. And we said, okay, let's stop complaining about it and just do it. Let's solve the problem. And hence, boom, Vonza was born. Now we're helping entrepreneurs, including ourselves, make our business simple and easy so we can spend more time with our clients, serving our clients and customers. And of course, do the things that we really like. You know, travel, take time with the kids, spend time with each other, and of course, think of another entrepreneurial journey to embark upon. That's just who we are, serial entrepreneurs. Did you like that story? I bet you did. And it's a true life story. But know this, you probably have more interest in Vonza now than ever before, now that you know the story behind it. It brings you in. It draws you in. The same way you're going to do that for your business. And when you get the trust of your customers, your clients, your audience, you will have more and more sales. Well, that's all for this module. I'll see you in the next one.